You are now listening to DubCast, the official podcast of the DubClub platform. DubClub is the only service whose sole mission is to empower cappers and their subscribers to win together. Each week on DubCast, we'll speak with the industry's most talented minds to give you a peek behind the curtain to the art, science, and business of handicapping. This is our first inaugural pod. We're very glad to be standing up this new initiative as part of the DubClub platform and media network, if you will. But before we have one of our great handicappers on the show, we wanted to give a bit of background on ourselves, myself and Ryan, two quote unquote brains behind the operation. So let me hand over the mic to Rye, who'll give a bit of background on himself and the business.
Yeah, Lewis and I, funny story, we're actually roommates for the last 2 years. And then before that, we were football teammates at Stanford 2 years apart, both on the defensive side of the ball. And it's actually interesting that the genesis of DubClub happened in our San Francisco apartment, which Lewis will tell you all about in just a sec. But one day on a Saturday, I hear Lewis yelling and screaming and pounding the walls while I'm watching a couple of NCAA football games. And so I walked in and asked Lou, what's going on, man? Lou, what was going on?
I mean, it's the quintessential recreational better problem, if you will. You wake up Saturday morning in the fall, there's 100 games on the slate, and you seem to pick only the ones that end up with you losing. So I think with our eyes coming in, we love betting, we love sports, we love having action and skin in the game, but felt like we were always set up to fail. So DubClub is really our issue or I would say our mission or the problem we're trying to solve is to bring the brightest minds in the industry together with the bettors who crave the access and the data and the ability to make really informed choices that are backed by great research.
I'll just tell you a little bit about how we think we're solving the problem. I mean, we built DubClub, we're building DubClub at the moment to kind of serve both sides of the ecosystem in sports betting. So there's handicappers, there's professionals on one side, which you all will hear from in the course of this podcast. And then on the other side, there's folks like Lewis and myself who, we like the entertainment, we like the action, but we don't necessarily always know what bets to place and why to do it. And so, we're building the bridge between those two sides of this ecosystem and really hoping that we deliver value on both sides by right now texting plays out in real time for, Jason or Sharp Selections or any one of these handicappers that are using our service. And sending it right to someone's phone so they can hop in and place those bets, read the analyses, hopefully win a little bit more money and be a little bit less angry.
A noble cause, I think. But this is the shortest of what will be a long series of pods and hopefully the least interesting because we've got some amazing guests lined up. And really the purpose of this podcast will be to kind of let you understand at a much deeper level both the story of the handicapping community and individuals, the different approaches to approaching a slate of games and what makes sense and where you can find value, and then also how you can build a business in this really exploding area of the economy and market. So hopefully there will be a lot of good stuff and a ton of value being created for our listeners, and can't wait to share some of the great guests' insights going forward.
Yeah, get used to Lewis's voice because you'll hear from him a lot.
For better or worse.